Hello, good, hi, good. Welcome to this new class. Welcome to this last, could be one of the last classes. I'm not sure yet. Organizational canvas. Organizational canvas. Now, your organizational canvas helps to put a structure in your organization. I know severally you'd have heard people say things like have an organization now structure, have a structure for how your business runs and all of that. And many a time you do not get to be told how to set up the structure. So this canvas helps to build like a structure, helps you put a structure in place on how your organization runs. And when it comes to running an organization, some of the key things that matters in an organization is one, reporting line, information slash reporting line. How does information go around the company? How does reporting go? This matters a lot. Finance, how does it go out? How does it come in? Roles, who does what, and all of that. So this is a simple canvas that explains organizational canvas. Now you will notice that unlike other canvases we'll be dealing with, this looks like two sets of boxes with a space in between. So it's not like it's built on it, but these are two collaborators but distinct in their own ways. So at the top, you would notice now the way the lines are drawn are deliberate. It's not like it's an error. So you will notice on one part, on this first part, so we have three major divisions. This is divided into two. This again divided into two and three smaller parts at the top. So I would explain. The first part is you need to have a proper structure around decision-making approach. How are decisions made? Are decisions based on we always have to come together, either the board of directors or the head of unit, or is the decision solely that of the CEO? Or is the decision between the CEO and the expert or the head of a unit? How are decisions made? This process must be made clear. Or are decisions based on feelings, whim of the moment, or one inspiration? This matters a lot. How are decisions made? So if, for example, as a farmer, we need to switch from one particular fertilizer to another fertilizer, how is this decision made? Is it because it is cheaper? So we come together and we say, we realize that this product is cheaper than this product, let's move because of that. Or because we notice like these plants are not doing as well as they used to do, what do we do? Maybe we should switch. I remember there was a time we were getting our MPK from a particular source, and we noticed the plants were not performing as they were supposed to. So I spoke with the agronomist of the team, and we all came together and said, okay, let's switch to a new person. And we would change our supplier, and things picked up. So how are decisions made? Two is, how do you measure the work of the people under you? Are you looking at work done based on production, based on sales, based on the person being available? How do you measure work? Because this thing needs to be communicated. So when there is a job to be done, how do you measure how much work has been done? Is it based on the end result, or based on how much time they have committed to it, or how much feedback you are getting? How is work measured? This is you setting a structure so that when people come into your organization, they understand how decisions are made, they understand how work is measured. Next is you should have a legal framework for all of this. There should be a legal framework. Then there should be a rule or set of rules for those that holds the system, that holds the organization. It could be the CEO, let it be known. So that, okay, this is the highest point of authority in this company, the highest point of authority in this department, so that you are the custodian of those rules. So if you have a marketing department and there is a marketing leader, the marketing leader becomes the custodian. So you make it clear. Don't leave it to assumption like they should know. Make it clear. Then what is the scope of everybody's system? As a marketer, what is the scope? Okay, as a marketer, are you also in charge of sales, or your job is just to market? As the agronomist, are you also in charge of pest management, or are you in charge of irrigation, or your job just starts as the agronomic activities of the farm? What is the scope of whatever? So when you give a system, say, okay, this is this unit, agronomy unit, sales unit, marketing unit, that unit, and so on and so forth. What is the scope? Define it. Put in checks and balances so that nobody oversteps their bounds. Next is, what is the salary system? We need to know. Is it that, oh, once you are at this level, you earn this, or if you have this degree, you earn this, or if you are an intern, you earn this, or if you are a volunteer, you are this. You need to clarify these things so that when I am, what's the word now? When I come into the organization, it even allows me to dream. It allows me to know where I am part-time in the system. It allows me to plan ahead that, oh, if I get promotion to this level, this is what I get. So the salary system, then access to information. How can we access information? Either from the top or from the bottom. By that I mean, for those at the leadership level, how do they access information? From those not at the leadership level, how do they access information? Is there a space they can go to get informed about times and seasons of the company, about policies and the politics and ticks and all of that of the company? Next is usage of financial resources through individuals. How is this divided? The usage of financial resources. Is there a system that must be followed on how it is sent? Is it that, oh, there is a financial department, and if you need to get this done, this is how the money comes to you? You need to have it clearly defined before the need ever arises. Then next is distribution of organizational resources. For example, timing. What time do they resume? What time do they close? What time can you go on leave? How many days or weeks or months leave can I have in a month, in a year, is it that, okay, because it's a farm, there is one day off for everybody per week, and you get to choose the day, or we tell you the day? We need to know, how do you distribute finances if you have multiple departments? Does marketing have more financial allocation in the budget than transportation? How is all of this defined? How do you distribute the roles? How do you distribute incentives if you give out incentives? All of these things matter. Now, if you can put all of these in black and white, step by step, it could take time. You realize that at the end of the day, you have built what we call your organizational structure. I hope this helps. Thank you for listening.